All right, New York Giants fans, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. Oh, it's the day after the stream. The stream was fun. The stream was good. We had a good time. We always have a good time with the stream, though. So, but let's get quickly into Giant news, because I'm going to have to do a quick video today. Kevin Zeitler. It came out yesterday that the Giants are going to be looking for a trade partner for Mr. Zeitler, or they're going to release the 9-year veteran, the 30-year-old out of Wisconsin. Take it to the first round, 27th overall. Smart or not smart? Currently, Zeidler's cap hit is $14 million. I mean, that's his cap hit right now. His base salary is $12. He's got a signing bonus of $2.5. If we release him or trade him, we're on the hook for $2.5 million. So, you know, you're looking at a good chunk of change getting rid of Zeidler. And I know the reports are that the Giants are going to be trying to find a trade partner for Kevin. If they can't, they're going to move on from him. I'm not 100% sure that's the best way to go. We have deficiencies on the offensive line. There's no questioning that. There's no doubt about that. And you opening up another spot on that line does not fill me with confidence. More than likely, we are going to do something with Nate Solder. Either release him or try to restructure part of his contract. Now, he may be the solution or the temporary solution, even if it's for a couple of games in the beginning of the season at the right tackle position, if you keep Andrew Thomas at the left tackle position. But you remove Zeidler from the equation, who's going to play guard? I am not filled with confidence with the possibility of Will Hernandez manning the guard position next to Andrew Thomas. I'm not filled with confidence with Shane Lemieux under the same situation. And then you have to hope that old Matt from Connecticut can keep progressing. And Matt is a work in progress. Matt is, and I've said this before, and a lot of scouts have said it, Matt is the type of player that needs to maturate. He needs to build up his repartee. He comes from, a smaller school in his Division I in Connecticut, but he still is extremely raw. We were worried about his strength in the running game, which I find interesting, was probably one of his better assets last year. And he needs to get better technique on his pass blocking, plain and simple. The offensive line right now is a Swiss cheese. And in some ways, and I've said this before, the offensive line for the Giants may be worse this year at this point in time than it was last year. There is potential to have more holes on this offensive line than we did in 2020. When you go into the season, because Cam Fleming's got to be gone. So you're going to have to, like I said, you're going to have to hope that that Solder can slide over into Cam's spot. You're going to open up the spot at right guard for Kevin Zeitler and hopefully plug maybe Shane Lemieux in there. You got Nick Gates at center, but Jonathan Harrison is probably going to be a more realistic option. So maybe you're moving Nick over to one of the guard positions. And then at the left guard, you're going to rely on Will Hernandez. And then you got the huge question mark because of injury and, somewhat suspect playing Andrew Thomas. And then who are your backups? You got Matt. You got Kyle Murphy, Kenny Wiggins, Chris Slade. I think Chris Slade is still on the team. But these are not, in my mind, these are not realistic options. These are frightening options. If your whole unless you are going offensive line again in the first round, and your whole mindset is to build the team via the hog mollies and help protect Daniel Jones, you're not going about it the right way. Again, just think about it for a second. Left tackle, you're hoping it's Andrew Thomas. Left guard, maybe Shane Lemieux. Or is Shane Lemieux going to go to right guard? So you plug in Will Hernandez. Will Hernandez hasn't shown anything in 2 years. Center, Nick Gates or Jonathan Harrison? I'm thinking it's going to be Harrison probably. So do you take Nick Gates and slide him into Zeidler's spot at the right guard position? And then again, right tackle. Are you going out to find a free agent or are you going to plug Nate Solder in? I think people need to be realistic in reference to the capital that we have. And I only say this because of the fact that, yes, everyone wants to sign Leonard Williams, and I've said this a million times. If you tag Leonard Williams, you are potentially tagging him at $21.3 million. Then we have the rookie pool. Then we have to remember we are working off of the rule of 51, which means the 51 top contracts only account against the cap until the last day of training camp. And then the rest of the camp, then you have to fill out the rest of the contracts. So if you place that tag on Leonard, and it's like, let's just say it's 20 million, because it could be 19. We'll just round up to 20. And let's say we give the rookie pool at 7. I forget the exact number. I think it's 6 or 7. I remember. So you're already at $27 million out of your 40. So you got $13 million left to spend in free agency, and you may have to plug a hole in right tackle, right guard, and potentially left guard as well, and go out and find wide receivers. Or are you going to be sitting there with Darius and Pettis and Slayton and Cody Core? Cody Core's a goner. CJ Board, he's a goner. Alex Bachman, he's a goner. I'm not understanding, and it's not for me to understand because it's the Giants have a philosophy, they have a mindset. It's not for me or any other fans to understand what they're doing because we're never going to know. Because Dave Gettleman, if anything, he plays everything close to the vest, and he potentially he doesn't lie because I've always said this before. He's not going to come out and say, okay, this is our game plan. We're going to do this. We're going after this guy at free agency. We're going after that guy. Why would you do that? Why would you tell the entire league what you're doing? No, you don't do that. It's called misdirection. Look over here, my other hand's doing this. But the problem is we have so many holes that it's not, especially on the offensive line and the skill position. I'm not knowing if we signed Leonard Williams where this money is going to come from to allow us to plug these holes unless we think we are going to fill a large portion of it and hit on every draft choice and have a lot of these guys come back. I'm worried about the defense as well, because even if you take out Leonard Williams, you think BJ Hill's ready to step up. RJ McIntosh is probably a goner. Austin Johnson, I don't know what they're going to do with. You're going to hope that Lorenzo Carter comes back from injury. You have to hope that Tay Crowder, Carter Coughlin, and Cam Brown and TJ Brunson move forward. Devontae Downs is not an NFL starting linebacker. He's not. He proved that all year. You have to hope O'Shane Ximines comes back. O'Shane Ximines comes back. You got to get rid of Isaac Item because we cannot pay Isaac Item $2 million because of that accelerator. You got Montre Harper, who was the steal from the Raiders, who never played outside of special teams. So we have some questions on the defense, but the offense is where I have the most trepidation and concerns. And releasing Zeidler or trading him doesn't make sense. It makes more sense to restructure his contract if he is willing, add on 2 years or a year or two, give him some funny money, non-guaranteed money at the end. But it just, you're breaking apart the band. And I worry that. And the band wasn't that good to start with. It was a garage band last year. Now you're making it a bad 80s Kiss cover band. So I think we just need. I hope the direction that the Giants. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm waiting to see. I'm like every other fan. I am curious to see how this 6-10 team is going to retool this roster, Because right now on the offense, that's what we seem like we need to do. We need to retool the roster. And I'm not sure how they can go about doing that. But it's going to be fun to watch. I'm going to say that. I got my popcorn ready. My son just made some popcorn in the other room. I could smell it from here. So I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm willing and able. I'm a Giant fan. So let's see. Let's get this show started again. This is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giant sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could like, if you can subscribe, if you can ring that bell, you think that means, that'd be awesome.